Hi, I'm Kevin Cullen for Mydealers.ca, and let's take a look at the 2012 FX HO from Yamaha. This beautiful new Waverunner has got a lot of distinctions and a lot of changes from previous Yamaha models. This is a huge personal watercraft. In fact, from last year's model in this same hull design, in fact, the bottom deck of the hull is quite a bit different, but in the same model number, this boat was 7.5 inches shorter. We're talking about a tremendous addition to the length of this boat, which really translates into several things. First of all, lots of room for 3 people on board the boat, and really great rough water riding conditions and abilities. You'll get out there with 2 or 3 passengers on it or by yourself, and you'll just have a ball on this thing. You'll be just amazed at the handling. Now, at the back of the boat, the reboarding ladder. We've all seen these things before. This one's been completely redesigned and has 2 major new components to that design. This one here has been flattened off, so first of all, it's a lot easier to grab when you put it there. In addition to that, they've doubled the depth of how far it goes into the water, so it's a lot easier to get your foot on. But now with this going lower and the addition of this grab handle right here, this is almost like having a ladder to climb onto the back of the boat, and it's so much easier and requires so much less effort to get out of the water. This is the first personal watercraft in this whole FX line have this particular feature where they now have this rear storage area so that you can leave your ski rope or tow rope permanently attached. We've got these 2 little channels right here so that when you close the hatches that the rope can fit down in there. So when you sit into this position, you've also got tilt steering. So if for some reason you're taller or shorter, you can move this handle in several directions here to get it into that upright position, and now you can really get aggressive and stand up and ride. And this boat also has a couple of really cool features on it. First one is called Cruise Assist. How this works is when you're going across the lake, as you're moving your finger on the throttle all day, you'll find that there's positions that are more comfortable for you than others. So you find your comfortable position on the throttle, you set the cruise assist, and then now, as long as you keep your hand in that position, you can press the button up and press the button down to adjust, or move it with your thumb, which is ever easier. I find the thumb works well for me. And I guess boating here, especially in Ontario, Canada, we've got a lot of no-wake zones. They've made this so easy. Touch and hold down this button for a couple of seconds. Away you go. This boat goes exactly to 5 miles an hour or 8 kilometers an hour, and you just basically have to worry about having a nice conversation, grabbing your bottle of water and having a drink, and enjoying your time going through these longer no-wake zones. The last feature I wanted to talk about, and this translates across all of the FX models and across most of the Yamaha personal watercraft line, is something they call the quick shift trim system. How this works, and for some of you that don't know what trim is, what trim does is it takes the nozzle angle where the water's coming out of the back of the boat and it adjusts the angle. As you adjust it down, it will put the front end of the boat down and improve handling. You'll lose a little top speed. As you put it up, you'll bring the bow up and make the boat more playful and feel very differently. I really like the way this system works. It's a very simple, you pull in the détente switch, rotate the position, very easy to do. Very easy to adjust under power, because a lot of times with some of the trim systems I've used in the past, when you have the boat under power and then you try to adjust that nozzle angle, it becomes very, very hard to do because of the amount of thrust going out of the back. This thing's a cakewalk, very easy to use at any time, and really a handy feature. If you haven't used it before on a personal watercraft, once you get to use one of these things with a trim system on it, you'll never live without it again. So, there you have it. I'm Kevin Cullen for Mydealers.ca. Make sure you come back and check out some more.